Welcome everybody. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and welcome back if you're already a subscriber. So happy to have either of those options. Today we are doing a May the 4th be with you spread, and I'm so excited. So fun fact about me, I am a super nerd. I'm very into Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Disney. I feel like Harry Potter and Disney are a little bit more common, but definitely huge Star Wars fan, huge Lord of the Rings fan, and that is courtesy of my father. So I do want to just kind of like have a quick chat, and then we can talk product and a couple other things. So I know I don't typically talk a ton about it, but it is worth mentioning with this particular spread. So I lost my father when I was 13 years old. I'm now 31, just to give some generalized perspective. And one of the things that we shared was our love of Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. It was one of kind of our only little protected nucleus things. My sister wasn't very into it, and my mom definitely skipped the boat. But we liked Aliens and, you know, those type of movies as well. And it was just something that we shared and talked about and watched together. And so it is a very like precious part of my life. So that being said, I was very happy to go visit Galaxy's Edge. And it happened to the way that the trip was kind of like laid out, planned out. It just so happened that Taylor and I went on the anniversary of his passing. So we were there on the anniversary, and it was such an amazing experience to be able to have with Taylor, because she's also experienced the loss of, you know, parents and understands, you know, the emotions that go with that, but also, you know, how to just be there for someone in the midst of that. So I thought it was very nice to have her along for the ride with that. So we went to Galaxy's Edge, and we had an amazing experience. It was very short. It was a very short-lived trip through Hollywood Studios. So we had been in Epcot for most of the day, and we were getting very, very full, and realized, you know, we kind of had to make a very quick decision. Either we were going to finish eating our way around the world, or we were going to abandon ship and try to make a run for Galaxy's Edge. And so we decided to roll the dice and shoot over there. And not only did we get to ride both rides, but we had amazing experiences on both. All of this is in that nice big old chunk of journaling over there. By the way, but we got to be pilots on the Millennium Falcon, and then I actually got pulled out of line by one of the officers on Rise of the Resistance and questioned about the Rebel base, and that was really cool and slightly terrifying. But thankfully there was a little bit of alcohol in my system, so I was a little sassy to the person, which was super fun. But overall, it was a really great experience, and it being the day that it was, I really wanted to document the photos, obviously, and then with May the 4th coming up, I thought, oh my God, that's going to make a great spread. And then I really leaned into wanting to talk about documenting hard things alongside kind of the good things. I know I see that show up on so many people's posts and forums and questions that get asked is, how do you document grief? How do you document hard things? And I think you just have to do it. I know that sounds like such a simple thing to say, and your perspective of the situation is going to change every single minute of every single day. I don't think I feel the same way twice in a lot of cases. I think I've maintained the Yoda side of, you know, mourn them, do not, and, you know, miss them, do not, and understanding that they are part of the universe. And I know that sounds really strange and kitschy because of, you know, it being a movie quote, but step back from the movie side of it a little bit. But I fully believe that I am fully aware of the universe and its power. I'm just going to put it that simply. But for me, it just felt like he was there. Like, it felt very like he was making sure that we had a good experience in a place that I would have loved to share with him, or, so, you know, in that light that, you know, we were given the most that we could in the time that we were there. And I think that that was just such an amazing feeling to just feel that energy and know that, you know, he was helping us out and, you know, letting us have a really good time that day. And so I just encourage you to just do it in your own time too. Like, don't force it. I think that's a big thing. You will also, like, I feel like our brains and our bodies and our hearts know when it's time to document something. So I have, and that goes for anything beyond even, you know, losing a loved one. That goes for breakups or hard days or traumatic experiences of any type. A lot of times I have to journal about something before I can even have a conversation with somebody else if it involves them. I have to process it in my own way, in my own time, before I can sometimes have that conversation or before I can go on and document it. I know I've had a couple hard days this year that just were not ideal in any way. Going through series with a lot of personal stuff around it was super hard, and nothing comparable to the loss of a loved one. But, you know, again, that just goes to say, like, you know, in your own time, in your own way, document those. So now that I've rambled on about that, we can talk product for a little bit. So the Galaxy product in the very back, so the star thing, was actually from a paper pad that I had from Joann's. I'll see if I can find the name of it. I think that would be slightly irrelevant because I don't think it's there anymore. It's an older paper pad from Joann's. But that being said, I do believe they have like a newer pack that's come out that has like a similar paper. So you can hunt that down. Now, I do know that that really cool like acetate plastic piece that I used as like another layer, I'm super happy about that. That was one of my favorite like little additions. It's cool because there's gold on one side and silver on the other, so you can go either or. And I actually have two, and I think I might use the silver side for my other spread that I'm working on, which we'll talk about other spreads in a sec. And then all the little pieces that you see, like what looks like the little washi strips, that vellum circle, all of that was from a printable kit that I got off of lilypad.com. Again, I'll put that in the description. And I printed the whole kit and just kind of cut down a couple pieces. I didn't want this to be really busy because I knew I was going to try to do 3 photos and that huge chunk of journaling. So there's really not even a title with this. There's kind of several. I know I talked about this in a spread a while back about, you know, sometimes I don't always have a title. Of course, I dug into my little word sticker stash, so those are kind of flecked throughout. But that's really it as far as product. Of course, my gold stars are going to come into play, so you can have some fun looking at that. But overall, my supplies were really simple. The spread came together really quick. I had done a lot of planning for this because I obviously, like I said, had that big chunk of journaling. I had some larger pieces and I don't always have that. So it was definitely more of like a magazine style spread, if that makes sense, because of that big chunk. In other news, so talking about upcoming videos and things like that. So obviously we have done the March plan with me. We've got this lovely May the 4th spread. Surprise, you guys get a bonus video this week because of course I can't ignore it. We have Revenge of the 6th coming up. So I'm going to have another Star Wars themed spread. Basically, it's all Star Wars all week. So we've got that coming up on the 6th in a day or so. And so that's a little added bonus. And then according to my plan, I think we're going to start going into week 10, is my vision. So we'll start to see week 10 stuff coming out very soon. I am obviously planning to do a week in the life kit video, but I'm still working on putting that together right now. So I'm not really sure when that's going to be up. But as always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop them below. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. I hope this spread helps you let your inner nerd side out, and I hope it also helps you feel comfortable with documenting those harder things in life and moving through that process. But otherwise, until our next video, which is like super soon, happy crafting, happy everything. I hope you guys are enjoying warmer weather wherever you are. I hope you're getting warmer weather wherever you are. But otherwise, until next time, happy crafting, happy everything, and I'll talk to you guys soon.